There's a long and often violent history between Russia and Ukraine. Our Sarah Shookman gives us perspective on what's changed today.
Ukraine declared its independence in 1991 with the fall of the Soviet Union, but its history goes back centuries.
There's a lot of history there.
Former professor and Army Colonel Dr. Stephen Oluic.
I really do believe we need to step back and be very mature and rational and face the realpolitik that we're in right now. And how did we get here?
Ukraine has had centuries of changing borders through war over land and power, coming under Moscow's rule in the late 18th century, then facing a territorial tug-of-war following World War I when Poland took back most of Ukraine, only to be returned to Soviet control in World War II. As the Soviet Union began to dissolve in the early 1990s, nearly 85% of Ukrainians voted for independence and got their wish. And unlike what Russian President Vladimir Putin says, most Ukrainians don't want to be back under Russian rule. There is still bitterness over the Great Famine in the early 1930s that led to the death of millions of Ukrainians.
Ukrainians cannot forget because it's part of their family histories as well as the national history.
Case Western History Chair Ken Ledford says since Russia's invasion and annexation of the Crimean Peninsula in 2014, Ukraine's efforts towards democracy and NATO membership have been supported by the U.S. and European Union.
Ukraine, having been a questionable democracy, has taken significant strides since 2014 to become a real democracy.
President Biden said the world would change if Russia invaded Ukraine. Today, a sense of stability is shaken.
Going forward, we have to think about things differently, not only with Russia and Ukraine or Russia and the Baltics, but with other powers that have border grievances with bordering countries.
It'll be a large-scale combat organizations, the likes of which we haven't seen since World War II.
As for the immediate future, well, retired Lieutenant Colonel Dr. Stephen Oluic told me in the Army, the saying is take a knee, to wait, that the first reports are often wrong, and it may take 72 hours or so to get a clear picture of where Russian forces have overrun key points and where Ukrainians are standing ground. Laura? All right, Sarah, thank you.